Today we are going to talk about threads in Java. So in Java, if we want to implement threads, there are two ways. Firstly, I want to talk about the purpose of threads. Threads allows us to implement two programs at the same time. One is running within the main program, and another one is running in the thread line. So to implement the thread, we have two different kinds of methods. The first one is through extending, inheriting from the threads abstract class. And the second one is through implementation. We can implement an interface called runnable. They have slightly different implementations. Firstly, let's look at the inheritance. So through extending a thread, this abstract class, we can define a thread within our program. Well, we need to pay attention that if we extend a thread, we need to override the method called run. And to start this thread, it's quite easy. Just use the start method. Let's run the code. Right, so both threads and main program are being run together. Another way to implement thread is through implementing an interface called runnable. And here we cannot use the object to start immediately, because here we need to firstly define a thread object. And passing this object as an parameter to thread. And now we can use thread to start the thread. Right, we achieved the same result as before. But there is a big problem with threads, which is called the concurrency problem. Because both threads and main program are run together, we have no idea which one will be run at first. Although we are writing here, the thread is before the main program. However, sometimes the main program may run first before the thread. This problem would show up when the thread and the main program are sharing the same variable. For example, here let's define a variable And inside the thread, let's try to access this variable. Alright, so here, if suppose the code is implemented in this sequence, then amount here, the start method is run first, so the amount should be 1 here, and the amount of the main program should be 2, because we plus 1 here and plus 1 again here. So 1 and 2, remember that sequence. Let's try to run the code. Well, the main program, it's 2, but thread is also 2. So that's the problem. We have no idea when these two, every line of code is run just randomly. Let's try to run again. I can see it becomes 1 again. And this one is still 2. Let's change it again. So to avoid this problem, we can use a method called to check if the thread is still running or not. If it is, we can wait. Otherwise, we can continue implementing the main program. So to do that, we need to use the thread is alive method. Alright, so now it means if the thread is still running, we're gonna wait. We're not gonna start this code until it is not alive. It is the thread implementation has finished. So in this way, up till here, the program will gonna wait till the thread is finished. Then it's gonna start running this one. So it means here the code in this block will be run first, and as we plus 1 added 1 to the amount variable, so here it should be 1, and after that here it should be 2. So 1 and 2. Let's run the code. You can see in the third it's 1 and main program is 2. Let's try again. Same result. Alright, that's for it today. Thanks guys.